In the small village of Bethany, nestled near Jerusalem, there lived a man named Lazarus with his two sisters, Mary and Martha. They were dear friends of Jesus, and he loved them greatly. One day, Lazarus fell gravely ill. Mary and Martha, worried and desperate, sent a message to Jesus, who was in another town. "Lord, the one you love is sick." When Jesus heard this, he said to his disciples, "This sickness will not end in death. No, it is for God's glory, so that God's Son may be glorified through it." Although Jesus loved Lazarus and his sisters, he stayed where he was for 2 more days. His disciples were puzzled, but Jesus said, "Our friend Lazarus has fallen asleep. I am going to wake him up." The disciples misunderstood, so Jesus clarified, "Lazarus is dead, and for your sake, I am glad I was not there, so that you may believe. But let us go to him." When Jesus arrived in Bethany, Lazarus had already been in the tomb for 4 days. The village was filled with mourners, and Martha rushed out to meet Jesus. "Martha, if you had been here, my brother would not have died. But I know that even now God will give you whatever you ask." "Jesus, your brother will rise again." "I know he will rise again in the resurrection at the last day." "Jesus, I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live, even though they die. And whoever lives by believing in me will never die. Do you believe this?" Martha, "Yes, Lord, I believe that you are the Messiah, the Son of God." Martha then went to call Mary, who came quickly to Jesus. She fell at his feet, sobbing, "Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died." Jesus, deeply moved by the sight of Mary and the mourners crying, was troubled in spirit. Tears filled his eyes, and he wept. The crowd whispered, "See how he loved him." But others questioned, "Could not he who opened the eyes of the blind man have kept Lazarus from dying?" Jesus, still deeply moved, came to the tomb, a cave with a stone laid across the entrance. "Jesus, take away the stone." Martha, hesitant, said, "But Lord, by this time there is a bad odor, for he has been there 4 days." "Jesus, did I not tell you that if you believe, you will see the glory of God?" The stone was rolled away, and Jesus looked up and prayed, "Father, I thank you that you have heard me. I knew that you always hear me, but I said this for the benefit of the people standing here, that they may believe that you sent me." With a loud voice, Jesus called, "Lazarus, come out." Everyone held their breath as they stared into the dark tomb. Suddenly, Lazarus emerged, his hands and feet wrapped with strips of linen and a cloth around his face. "Jesus, take off the grave clothes and let him go." The crowd gasped in awe and joy as they witnessed this incredible miracle. This is for us to know, to love, and to serve our Lord Jesus Christ.